Shalom. It is I, the messenger. Goofy, sometimes serious others, but all the time reading the scripts. That's a fact. We are reading Deuteronomy chapter 9, and it starts with Hear, O Israel, you are to cross the Jordan today, to go in and dispossess nations greater and mightier than you are, cities great and fortified up to the heavens, a people great and tall, the sons of Anakim, who you know and of whom you have heard it said, who can stand before the sons of Anak? No. Therefore, this day that the Lord your God is he who goes before you as a devouring fire. He goes before us. Oh my goodness. He, the Lord your God, will destroy them and bring them down before you. So you shall dispossess them and make them perish quickly as the Lord has promised you. My. Verse 4. And I've been having a struggle in my mind today. It says, do not say in your mind and heart, after the Lord your God has thrust them out before you, it is because of my righteousness that the Lord has brought me in to possess this land. Don't say that. Whereas it is because of the wickedness of these nations. The reason is because the nations are wicked, that the Lord is dispossessing them before you. Wickedness is why those people died, their wickedness. Verse 5, it is not for your righteousness or for the uprightness of your minds and hearts do you possess their land. Again, verse 5, he continues on to say it again, but because of the wickedness of these nations, the Lord your God is driving them out before you, that he may fulfill the promise which the Lord swore to your fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, or Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov in Hebrew. Verse 6. Know therefore that the Lord your God does not give you this land to possess because of your righteousness. He says, for you are a hard and stubborn people. Earnestly remember and forget not how you provoked the Lord your God to wrath in the wilderness. From the day you left the land of Egypt until you came to this place, you have been rebellious against the Lord. So in spite of the fact that they have been rebellious, he's still going to get them the land. Verse 8. Even in Horeb you provoked the Lord to wrath. And the Lord was so angry with you that he would have destroyed you. Now this is Moses talking. He says, Moses is talking, when I went up to the mountain to receive the tables of stone, the tables of the covenant which the Lord made with you, I remained on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate food nor drank water. My, what a fast. 40 days, 40 nights with no food or water. But he was in the presence of the Most High. He don't need none. He didn't need any being in the presence of the Most High for 40 days. For verse 10, and the Lord delivered to me the 2 tables of stone written with the finger of God. And on them were all the words which the Lord spoke with you on the mountain out of the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. Verse 11, and at the end of the 40 days and 40 nights, the Lord gave me the 2 tables of stone, the tables of the covenant. And the Lord said to me, arise, go down from here quickly, for your people, hilarious, every time I read that, for your people, whom you brought out of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They have quickly turned aside from the way which I commanded them. This is God talking. He's talking to Moses. He said, they have quickly turned aside from the way I, the Lord, commanded them. They have made for themselves a molten image. Furthermore, the Lord said to me, I have seen this people, and behold, they are stubborn and hard. Let me alone, that I may destroy them. Now this is the Lord talking to Moses. He's like, they stubborn and hard. So he's like, let them alone. Let me alone, Moses, that I may destroy them and blot out their name from under the heavens. And I will make of you, Moses, a nation mightier and greater than they. Verse 15. So I turned, Moses said, I turned and I came down from the mountain, and the mountain was burning with fire, and the 2 tables of the covenants were in my 2 hands. And I looked, said Moses, and behold, you had sinned against the Lord your God. You had made for yourselves a molten calf. You have turned aside quickly from the way which the Lord had commanded you. And so Moses, I took the 2 tables, I cast them out of my hands, and broke them before your eyes. Then I, Moses, fell down before the Lord, as before. For 40 days and 40 nights, I neither ate food nor drank water so he did it again. So is that a total of 80 days straight? Neither ate food nor water because of all the sin you had committed in doing wickedly in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger. Wow. Verse 18, I need to see if that's 80 days straight. Verse 19, for I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure, which the Lord held against you, enough to destroy you. But the Lord listened to me that time also. That was Moses speaking. And the Lord was very angry with Aaron, angry enough to have destroyed him. And I prayed for Aaron also at that time. And I took your sin, the calf which you made, and burned it with fire, and crushed it, grinding it very small until it was as fine dust. And I cast the dust of it into the brook that came down out of the mountain. At Terabah, also at Massah, and at Kibbroth Haphtavah, you provoked the Lord to wrath. Likewise, when the Lord sent you up from Kadesh Barnea, saying, the Lord said, go up and possess the land which I have given you. Then you rebelled against the commandments of the Lord your God, and you did not believe him, nor trust and rely on him, or obey his voice. You have been rebellious against the Lord from the day that I knew you. This is Moses continuing to talk. He says, so I fell down and I lay prostrate before the Lord 40 days and 40 nights, because the Lord has said he would destroy you. So it does look like it was 80 days. And I prayed to the Lord, O Lord God, do not destroy your people and your heritage, whom you have redeemed through your greatness, whom you have brought out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Remember earnestly your servants, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look not at the stubbornness of this people, or at the wickedness, or at their wickedness, or at their sin, lest the land from which you brought us out to say, because the Lord was not able to bring them into the land which he promised them. That's what people are going to say. And because he hated them, he has brought them out to slay them in the wilderness. Yet they are your people, your inheritance, whom you brought out by your mighty hand, by your mighty power and outstretched arm. Whew. Boy, y'all, TNT used to say they got the drama. Ching ching, that's what they say. That right there, that was drama. And it was real. That's a true story. That is our history, people. That's our history. Oh, we still stubborn. So it ain't got nothing to do with our righteousness. Got everything to do with him being a promise keeper. That's a characteristic that we need to know that the Most High possess. He is a promise keeper. If he said it, he gonna do it. He is not man that he should lie or that he gotta repent. I'm encouraged. I feel closer to him. Do you? I hope so. I love you, and remember, it's all about relationship. Relationship. He desires relationship. I got 10 seconds before it's 10 minutes. I'm out of here.